One of the most cold-blooded and nonchalant rappers in the current trap mainstream, 21 Savage, released an album back in December, What Happens to the Streets, an album that I was anticipating given that I pretty much enjoyed every album he released after It's the Album up until that point. Without Warning is great, I Am Greater Than I Was is great, and Savage Mode 2 still stands as not only my favorite 21 Savage album, but also my favorite Metro Boomin album. I would even go as far to say that record has no skips on it. And going back to the more recent releases, Her Loss and American Dream were good albums too, so it seems like nothing could really go wrong with this latest record. All I should expect from it is just more low-key trap bangers with deadpan vocal deliveries and stick flows, but no, the music is as goofy as the album cover. In fact, the album cover accurately displays what the music basically is. The cover art tries so hard to be this mysterious, villainous figure, but the vibes that I get from this artwork are closer to that viral memed TikTok of Dax rapping like the Joker rather than an actual 21 Savage album. This album sounds like someone trying to make a 21 Savage album but failing to nail everything that makes his music so appealing in the first place. So why would 21 Savage make this? One of the best qualities of his previous albums was his knack for creating infectious hooks. I Am Greater Than I Was had A Lot and 1.5, Savage Mode 2 had Mr. Right Now and Glock in My Lap, American Dream had Red Drum, you get the point. But as for this album, the hooks are so consistently disappointing that the second each song was over, I couldn't remember the chorus. The one on Pop It is so boringly repetitive, and the one on Cop Full features such a by the numbers 21 Savage flow that it was borderline mind-numbing to listen to. The one on Ha tries to sound menacing with him laughing menacingly, but it ends up being way too ridiculous to take seriously. A shame because I really like the ghostly beat and the verses were solid too. The hook actually ruins the song. But then there's that random Gucci Mane sample used as the song's outro, but the vocal effects on his voice are such a turn off. The sample is just so unnecessary. My favorite song on the album, the opening track, Where You From, doesn't even have a proper hook. It was just 21 delivering one long verse with those typical cold-blooded one-liners you'd expect from him, like Rock Out with the Stick, Jimi Hendrix, delivered with cold-blooded flows and a deadpan uncaring delivery. But the main appeal of the song is really the eerie piano keys that constantly change throughout the track, and the unnerving vibe of it is a perfect fit for 21's horror sound. Even with that said, there could have been a solid chorus to go along with it to make the track even better. It's a good verse, but it's not one that fully justifies the no-hook structure the song has. The following Step Brothers also sounded promising at first, as the second I heard 21's captivating flow, I was already at the edge of my seat. But then the momentum is completely ruined once he says that pre-com line, and even past that point, he doesn't even switch up the flow much. At first, I thought the song really needed a hook due to how disappointing the verses were, but given how tedious the hook on the following cupful was, I completely took that thought back. But again, I do have to say the beat here is good too, and that's another thing with this album. It's like a consistent list of pretty good beats that's gone to waste, but it feels even more wasteful because hearing these beats on their own, they fit 21 Savage's horror, menacing, cold-blooded, deadpan sound so well with how low-key and haunting the beats on this album are, so it makes me wonder why 21 completely shows no effort or care in what he does over these beats that's perfectly suited for him. It's almost like I'm listening to a series of scrapped 21 Savage songs that somehow saw the light of day. But then we get to the song with Drake. As someone who isn't that big of a Drake fan, when it comes to 21 Savage and Drake as a duo, they have way more hits than misses. They often bring out the best in each other whenever they collaborate. But this record is such a colossal failure that it is easily the worst song they've ever made together. The beat is awful. Out of all the beats on this album, you got Drake to hop on the one beat that shouldn't have even landed on the album in the first place. It sounds like someone's first attempt at using FL Studio. How did two platinum selling artists agree to hop on this beat? Not only are those synths so ugly, but they don't complement the childish piano keys at all. It sounds like a Una Miles type beat. Then there's Dog Shit, a song that I was expecting to be dog shit, but ironically, it's actually one of the least dog shit tracks on the album. I absolutely love how the drums sound on this one. Glorilla also sounds great here. The chorus isn't 21's best, but it's easily the catchiest on the album. It's a solid tune. Code of Honor is another highlight as 21 and G Herbo's serious approach on this beat, which consists of cinematic synth strings, makes their verses about personal struggles in street life feel like an emotionally intense, movie-like experience that's worth engaging with. The tracks that follow also have 21 taking a more serious, emotional, and personal approach, but he's so lyrically all over the place that he can't focus on one topic. Rapping about how thick a girl is whatever, but it's a bit of a curveball to drop a line about the passing of a loved one just a couple of bars later, and even when he's not lyrically all over the place, there really isn't anything about the song that holds a candle to the emotional tracks on his previous albums. The album closes with I Wish, which has a vibe that I just don't think fits 21 Savage at all. The chorus sounds like something Chris Brown might make as a reference track for Big Time Rush. Even when it comes to the best tracks here, they also don't hold a candle to the best tracks on his previous albums. What Happened to the Streets is reminiscent of Young Thug's UI Scooty in that it's such a disappointing nothing burger of an album where the magic that makes the rapper so appealing is nearly completely lost. I have nothing else to say. 3.5.